Hey folks, it is Tuesday, February 20th, 2025. You're listening to the Daily Ledger Show, and I am your host, Dennis Sertz. Great to be here with you today. We got some good stories we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about, if I can get it up here, AI is giving you a personalized internet, but you have no say in it. Inside OpenAI's decision to kill the AI model that people loved too much. Nearly half of xAI's founding team has now left the company. Here's how Rivian changed the rear door manual release on the R2. It's ridiculous that we're not even going to actually talk about that. That's just going to be kind of a meta analysis. And finally, YouTube rolls out an AI playlist generator for premium users. It's not letting me repost. It's so dumb. Anyways, I'll figure it out later. So yeah, that's what we're gonna get into. Make sure to hit that like button, leave a comment. Make sure to subscribe if you're on like YouTube, and give the show a follow if you're on Instagram, TikTok, or X or anything like that. Yeah, that would be great. All right, let's get into it. AI is giving you a personalized internet, but you have no say in it. So this article is basically shitting on Google for like introducing these new AI features like the AI summarizations and stuff for Gmail, stuff like that. It's just this article though, it's written in a really like weak way. Like even just the first like two sentences is like this. Early in the new year, when millions of people logged into Google Mail, just call it Gmail, like a normal fucking person, they were confronted with a tool they hadn't signed up for. Really? Oh my god, we should just dissolve Google right now. They're testing a new feature. Really? Gemini, Google's artificially intelligent assistant, was summarizing their emails. No way. Well, we got to tell someone about this. This can't be right. This isn't acceptable. A software company testing out new software updates. I mean, what do you think this is? Oh my God. But yeah, I mean, the whole article is exactly like that. And so basically, I guess here's this researcher from Hugging Face, Sasha Lucioni. These tools are sold to us as more powerful, but we have less say in things. Well, it wasn't a goddamn democracy. Like, you are a user, man. Like, know your fucking place. Like, you are a user. Now, I'm still congruent with my previous sort of statements on this, which is that companies, startups in particular, and that's kind of like the kicker. If you're a startup, you depend on sort of the user well-being and sort of their user experience, right? But if you're like big tech, or if you're big enough, like if you're at that point, they can get away with sort of stuff like this, where it's like some users may be miffed, but what are they going to do? They have a stranglehold over the whole like web search industry, right? Google does. So it's like, so I still agree with sort of myself when a few months ago I was saying like, yeah, well, the users are the most important thing for a startup. That's true, but Google isn't a startup anymore, right? I mean, it's not like 1998 anymore. So, anyways, but yeah, like seriously though, like Sasha Lucioni, like who do you think you are? Like, it's not a democracy, you know what I'm saying? So, anyways, and then near the end of the article, there's this like, yeah, and it's funny that I'm shitting on him because I personally use DuckDuckGo as my preferred search engine, just because like they don't like track cookies and stuff, and they block cookies and stuff. So this guy who's an executive, Camel Bazbaz, kind of starts seething, and he goes, big companies that have users locked in can get it wrong for a very long time before they ever get fired by a user. Or the word is churning. Okay, can we just use the correct methodology here? You can't get fired. The user doesn't do the firing. There's no fucking contract where the user isn't above the CEO on the org chart. Okay, that's not how it works. I honestly, I'm kind of considering churning from DuckDuckGo just because this guy's a fucking retard. AI overviews on Google. Everyone thought it was bad for at least 2 years, and it's not like people left. It's funny that he's saying this as the Google, one of Google's competitors, because like as an executive at one of Google's competitors, because the fact that he's saying, and it's not like people left, it's kind of a double. Like when I first read this the first time, I was kind of planning on shitting on like, oh yeah, wow, he's seething and all that. But now that I reread this again, I'm thinking like, you know what? Like he's kind of taking a dig at his own company, DuckDuckGo. Like because it's like, it's kind of a zero sum game. If there are more people at Google, that means users at Google, there are less users of DuckDuckGo and vice versa, right? There are less users of Google than there are more users of DuckDuckGo, right? Because they just go ahead and churn. Like people like me, for instance, I used to use Google. Now, I used to use Yahoo and then Google and then now DuckDuckGo. But yeah, so it's like here, it's like, and he goes, it's not like people left Google. So it's not like people left Google, DuckDuckGo, Google. So it's like, it's not like people left Google. So he's basically saying like, wow, we didn't really like get any benefit from the fact that Google's users were getting frustrated. It's like, we just suck. That's essentially what he's saying. Now I feel embarrassed as a DuckDuckGo user. I really should I should just switch right back to Google, to be honest. But yeah. Inside OpenAI's decision to kill the AI model that people loved too much. I mean, look, here's the thing, right? So I'm going to kind of talk about a few facts and then I'm going to go into my commentary. So the fact is 4.0, it's being discontinued in 3 days, okay? As in completely removed off the platform, right? Not just sunsetted. And basically 4.0 was involved in some not anecdotes, but like sticky situations, kind of, where it's like, because it was so like sycophantic, like it would always just like feed the delusions of the user no matter what and do zero pushback. It kind of caused a few issues, like I guess there are 13 lawsuits against OpenAI involving ChatGPT users who killed themselves, attempted suicide, suffered mental breaks, or at least in one case killed another person. So what's kind of going on is that OpenAI kind of realized that 4.0 is just too sycophantic, and they added more guardrails to like ChatGPT 5 and 5.2 and everything, which is the current version. And so yeah, so they want everyone to be using that newest version with the newest safeguards and guardrails. But it's like, they were actually planning on discontinuing 4.0 kind of a few months ago, but there was so much backlash that they kind of folded and said, okay, we'll keep it. But it's kind of a huge liability. Apparently not even that many people use it. It's like 0.1% of ChatGPT users still seek out and chat with 4.0 every day. And apparently it's like, it's really getting to these users. It's like, of course, the Wall Street Journal, they'll take any chance they can get to make men look weak, right? Well, Wall Street Journal, I mean, you can put them all in one basket, right? Legacy media. And it's like, they put this sentence at the very top. It's the first sentence in the whole article. In terms of the retention funnel, they're getting the most people to read this one sentence. And you know what the sentence is? When Brandon Estrella learned that OpenAI was planning to scrap his favorite artificial intelligence model, he started crying, period. It's like, fuck you. I hate weak people. If you're weak, fuck you. I mean, there's no room for weak people in this world. You have to be strong, okay? It means you have to have some goddamn emotional fortitude. I saw someone on LinkedIn who was like a few months ago, was like, oh my God, you need to have like really good emotional communication with your co-founder or whatever. It wasn't even that. It was like, you have to be like emotionally vulnerable to your co-founder. It's like, no, you fucking don't. You have to be a fucking boss. Okay. Like, I don't know what is even going on in this one post. It's like, oh my God, like you have to just completely, you have to lube up yourself and give yourself to your co-founder. It's like, no, you fucking don't. You fucking bitch. Nearly half of xAI's founding team has now left the company. What a segue. So these co-founders apparently are leaving xAI, and it's like, here's the thing. Like, you had, just on the topic of co-founders, you have to be ride or die. Okay, you have to be a ride or die co-founder, right? And it's like, and I'm kind of insinuating here. I'm just gonna make it clear, right? At xAI, when shit starts hitting the fan, right? I don't want to go through all of the recent sort of happenings that Grok and xAI have been embroiled in. I think we all know, right? No need to go into it just for this point. But it's like, the minute shit hits the fan, you can't just be like, oh my God, I'm leaving, guys. I hated all of you from day one. It's like, dude, are you hard as fuck or are you not? Okay. Just tell me that. It's like, the minute a scandal comes up with your product, it's like, oh, I'm leaving, guys. Bye. Like, for the love of Christ. And the other thing is, if these co-founders were pushed out, then I'm sorry, that is your fault. Seriously, like, if you don't do the due diligence of making sure you're on the board of directors of your startup or your company, then you deserve to be pushed out, because that is what is going to happen. If you don't do the due diligence of making sure you're on the board of directors, you can legally do nothing as you are pushed out on the whim of your co-founder. Your co-founder can just one day decide that he doesn't like you anymore, and then you will be thrown out like yesterday's trash if you are not on the board of directors, right? So it's like, whatever. I'm an Elon fan, but if Elon had decided to like kind of get rid of some of these guys, and they weren't on, and I'm talking about the co-founders, right? And they weren't on the board of directors, then so be it. Fuck you guys. If you weren't competent enough, if you didn't have enough wherewithal to be on the board of directors, fuck you. Leave now. What's up with this story? Here's how Rivian changed the rear door manual release on the R2. Like, I don't even care. It's like, here's a pattern of TechCrunch, though. It's like, yes. It's like, back in June, go raid Tesla showrooms. It's what they deserve, right? And then now it's like, glizzy gobbling. It's like, here's how the Rivian changed the rear door manual release on the R2. Like, does anybody fucking care? And the answer is no. Okay. Nobody cares how Rivian changed the rear door manual release on the R2, bro. Not a fucking soul cares. YouTube rolls out an AI playlist generator for premium users. Yo, I have to say, like, on the real, the YouTube premium / YouTube music shuffling algorithm is the best out there. It's better than Spotify, SoundCloud, whatever, all the competitors. I used to be kind of, on the Spotify hype train. I was on the student plan, so they gave me 4 years for like dirt cheap music or whatever, like 99 cents a year or something like that. And you know what happened? That expired, and I realized, like, I'm not trying to pay, or maybe it was like 99 cents a month. And I was like, shit, I'm not going to pay like, whatever, $15 a month for this crap. It's like, I just need access, right? Because it's like, at the same time, I was using YouTube. And so anyways, what happened was, I was like, okay, well, why don't I just port everything over from my Spotify, because I had like a ton of playlists, to my YouTube, and then just get one YouTube subscription. That way I can sort of enjoy both ad-free like YouTube videos as well as just like YouTube Music, which is essentially just Spotify. And I haven't looked back. It's been 3 years. I did exactly that. Canceled Spotify. Spotify's begging me to come back. No, please come back. We'll give you like 3 months free. I don't, fuck you, Spotify. Like, you are a loser. Just shut down immediately. And I want all of the executives to immediately download YouTube Music. Cool. I think we're gonna leave it there. Kind of an excited show today. And yeah, make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, comment, and do all that. And yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.